Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, fourth year MBBS. I'm Dr. Ikram Mushtaq. I hope that you're taking care of yourself and your family. The topic of my lecture today is vitamin B and vitamin C. Now we will discuss the classification of vitamins. As you can see in the slide, it's divided into fat-soluble vitamins and water-soluble vitamins. Fat-soluble vitamins consist of vitamin A, D, E, and K, whereas the water-soluble vitamins, it consists of vitamin B complex and vitamin C. Vitamin B complex is further divided into thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, pantothenic acid, pyridoxine, biotin, folic acid, cyanocobalamin. Thiamine B1, which is required for the metabolism of carbohydrates. Thiamine pyrophosphate, which is the coenzyme of carboxylase, which in turn further activates the enzyme transketolase involved in the oxidative pathway for glucose. In thiamine deficiency, there is accumulation of pyruvic acid and lactic acid because of their less oxidation. Due to the deficiency of thiamine B1, there is accumulation of both acids. Now we will study the sources of thiamine. Thiamine occurs in all natural foods like whole grain cereals, yeast, pulses, oil seeds, nuts, especially the groundnut. They contain the high amount of thiamine, whereas meat, fish, eggs, vegetables, and fruit, they contain smaller amount. Okay, the milk is an important source of thiamine for infants, provided that the thiamine status of the mother is satisfactory. What will happen if the store of the thiamine is decreased below the mark? Then we will see two deficiency diseases, that is beriberi and Wernicke's encephalopathy. Okay, before discussing the deficiencies, let me tell you the thiamine losses. Thiamine losses are what are those conditions which the thiamine is readily lost? It is readily lost from the rice during the process of milling. Because it is a water soluble vitamin, further loss take place during the washing and the cooking of the rice, and also when the thiamine is in the toast, in the bread, when the in the bread or the cereals, when they both of them are cooked with the baking soda, thiamine is readily lost in that condition. Okay, now come to the deficiency. Beriberi. The beriberi is further divided into three forms: dry, wet, and infantile. Dry beriberi, it is characterized by the nerve involvement uh, in condition named peripheral neuritis. Wet beriberi, it is characterized by the heart involvement, that is cardiac beriberi. And infantile beriberi, it is seen in infants between 2 and 4 months of age, because the affected baby is usually breastfed by a thiamine deficient mother. Right, okay. Now we will move to the Wernicke's encephalopathy. Wernicke's encephalopathy, which is often seen in alcoholics, and it is characterized by ophthalmoplegia, polyneuritis, ataxia, and mental duration. It is readily seen in the person who fasts for long hours, like more than 24 hours. As the prevention is better than cure, we should know what are the preventive measures to be abstained from this thiamine deficiency. Prevention is it is eliminated by educating the people. Eat well balanced mixed diets containing thiamine rich foods like per-boiled or under-mild rice. Per-boiled is steamed dried rice in which the outer rusk is removed, right? And to stop the alcohol, to be saved from Wernicke's encephalopathy. Okay, and the third one is direct supplementation of high risk groups like lactating mothers. Daily requirement, as it is mentioned, it is 30 mg per day. and if more than this is given, it is merely lost in the urine. Patients on regular hemodialysis, they should routinely be given supplements of thiamine. Thiamine should also be given prophylactically to the people with persistent vomiting or prolonged gastric aspirations in order to diagnose the tuberculosis, or in a case of poisoning, right? And those who go on long fasts. Riboflavin, vitamin B2, which is a member of B group complex. It has a fundamental role in cellular oxidation, and it plays an important role in maintaining the integrity of mucocutaneous structure. It is a cofactor in a number of enzymes involved with energy metabolism, and it also have antioxidant activity, being a cofactor for enzyme like glutathione reductase, and it is also required for the metabolism of other vitamins like vitamin B6, niacin, and vitamin K. Now, what are the sources of the riboflavin? Its natural richest source is milk, eggs, liver, kidney, and green leafy vegetables. Meat and fish, it contains a small amount, whereas cereal and pulses, they are the poor source of riboflavin. Now, what are the deficiencies in a person or in a child whose diet is strongly deficient of thiamine? It is the angular stomatitis, which is seen in a malnourished child. So it is also an index or a parameter to check the child nutritional status. Next is the chylosis. As you can see in the picture, it is the painful cracking of the angle of the mouth, shown by redness and inflammation of that area. Nasolabial dysabasia, which is the disorder of the sebaceous gland. As riboflavin, it maintained the integrity of the mucocutaneous structure. So in its absence, there is impaired wound healing, increased susceptibility to cataract. Riboflavin deficiency, it is always associated with the deficiency of other vitamins like pyridoxine. To get someone safe from these deficiencies, the daily requirement of riboflavin is 0.6 mg per 1000 kilocalories. Niacin, vitamin B3, which is also known as nicotinic acid, it is essential for the metabolism of carbohydrate, fat, proteins. It is also essential for the normal functioning of skin, intestinal, and nervous system. This vitamin differs from other vitamins of B complex in that an essential amino acid, tryptophan, it serves as its precursor. Another characteristic of the niacin is that it is not excreted in the urine as such, but it is metabolized to at least two methylated derivatives, which are mentioned as N-methyl nicotinamide and N-methyl pyridone. Now, if you want to know the sources of the niacin, these are liver, kidney, meat, poultry, fish, legumes, and groundnut. Milk is a poor source of niacin, but its proteins, they are rich in tryptophan, which is converted in the body into the niacin. About 60 milligram of tryptophan is required to result in 1 milligram of niacin. In many cereals, especially maize, niacin occurs in a bound form, unavailable to the consumer. Its famous deficiency is which is the disease caused by its deficiency? It is the pellagra, which is characterized by 3Ds. That is the diarrhea, dementia, and dermatitis. In addition to that, glossitis and stomatitis, it also occurs. Dermatitis is bilaterally symmetrical, and it is found only on those surfaces of the body which are exposed to the sunlight, such as back of the hands, lower legs, face, and neck. Mental changes, they also occur, which include depression, irritability, and delirium. How we can prevent this disease? By having a good mixed diet containing milk or meat, universally, which is regarded as an essential part of prevention and treatment. Avoidance of total dependence on the maize, because I have told you before, in the maize, niacin is present in a bound form which cannot be consumed. So pellagra is a disease of poverty. Given knowledge and opportunities for economic, agriculture, and social development, there is every reason to hope that this disease could be eliminated. And what is daily requirement of niacin? It's the 6 milligram per 1000 kilocalorie of energy intake. Pyridoxine vitamin B6. It exists in three forms: pyridoxine, pyridoxal, pyridoxamine. It plays an important role in the metabolism of amino acids, fats, and carbohydrates. It is widely distributed in foods like milk, liver, meat, egg yolk, fish, whole grain cereals, excuse me, pulses, and vegetables. Pyridoxal deficiency is associated with peripheral neuritis. Riboflavin deficiency, it impairs the optimal utilization of pyridoxine. Uh, excuse me. Isoniazid, which is an anti-tuberculous drug. It is considered as an antagonist of pyridoxine, and the patient receiving isoniazid, they are provided with the supplements of pyridoxine of 10 milligram per day. The requirements of adults, they vary with protein intake, but adults may need 2 milligram per day, and those ladies who are pregnant and they are lactating, they need 2.5 milligram per day. Pantothenic acid B5. Pantothenic acid means from everywhere. That is, it is found in every food. Pantothenic is associated with adrenocortical function in the synthesis of corticosteroids. Human blood normally contains 18 to 35 milligram of pantothenic acid per 100 ml. Mostly present in the cell. It is mostly present in the cell as coenzyme A. Its daily requirement is 10 milligram. All the food contribute to the dietary intake, as I have told you before. About 3 mg they are excreted daily in the urine. Folate, whose alternative name is folicin, but its pharmaceutical name is folic acid. Folic acid occurs in blood in two forms: free folates and bound folates. The total folates represent both the groups. In man, free folate is rapidly absorbed primarily from the proximal part of the small intestine. The availability of bound folate is uncertain. Folic acid plays an important role in the synthesis of the nucleic acid which constitute the chromosomes. It is also needed for the normal development of the blood cells in the marrow. What are the sources of the folate? The name comes from the Latin folia, that is leaf. But foods such as liver, meat, dairy products, uh, eggs, milk, fruits, and cereals, they are also considered as a good dietary source as leafy vegetables. Overcooking destroys much of the folic acid and thus contributes to the folate deficiency in man. Folate deficiency, it has been reported in babies giving milk foods subjected to heat sterilization. Folic acid deficiency, it occurs simply from a poor diet. It is commonly found in pregnancy and lactation, where requirements are increased. It results in megaloblastic anemia, glossitis, chylosis, and GI disturbances such as diarrhea, distension, and flatulence. Where folate deficiency may cause infertility or even the sterility. There is also evidence that the administration of folic acid antagonists, for example, alcohol, pyrimethamine, and cotrimoxazole in early pregnancy may produce abortions or congenital malformations. Laboratory diagnosis of the folate deficiency is based on measurements of serum and red cell folate concentration. Daily requirements: adults, they need 200 microgram. For pregnancy, as the requirement is increased, the daily requirement of folic acid is 500 microgram. For the lactating mother, it's 300 microgram, and for children, it's 80 to 120 microgram. Vitamin B12, which is an organometallic compound with a cobalt atom. Preparation used is cyanocobalamin, which is relatively cheap. Vitamin B12, which cooperates with folate in the synthesis of DNA, so deficiency of either leads to megaloblastosis. Vitamin B12 has a separate biochemical role which is unrelated to folate in the synthesis of fatty acids and myelin. The physiological mechanism for its absorption requires intrinsic factor from the stomach, and the complex is absorbed only at a special site in the terminal ileum. What are the sources of vitamin B12? So, liver, kidney, meat, fish, eggs, milk, and cheese. Vitamin B12, it is not found in foods of vegetable origin. It is also synthesized by bacteria in the colon. Unlike the folic acid, vitamin B12 is relatively heat stable. Liver is the main storage site of the vitamin B12. About 2 milligram they are stored in the liver, and another 2 milligram elsewhere in the body. These stores, they're sufficient enough to cope up with the deficiency for 1 to 3 years. What are the deficiencies which are experienced due to the low vitamin B12? It's the megaloblastic anemia or pernicious anemia, demyelinating lesions in spinal cord, infertility seen in animal species, and depression, low energy, and numbness. Daily requirements of vitamin B12, as it is mentioned, the normal adult need 1 microgram, pregnant lady needs 1.2 microgram, lactating mother needs 1.5 microgram, and for infants and children it's 0.2 microgram. Vitamin C, ascorbic acid, it's a water soluble vitamin. It is the most sensitive of all vitamins to heat. Vitamin C is a potent antioxidant and has an important role to play in tissue oxidation. It is needed for the formation of the collagen, which accounts for 25% of the total body protein. Collagen provides a supporting matrix for the blood vessels and connective tissue and for the bones and cartilage. That explains why in vitamin C deficiency, this support fails, with the result of local hemorrhages which occur and the bones fracture easily. Vitamin C, by reducing the ferric ions to ferrous ion, facilitates the absorption of iron uh, from the vegetable foods. It also inhibits the nitrosamine formation by the intestinal mucosa. Nitrosamine is a metabolite of nitrates and nitrites, and it is used as a preservative, and it has strong ability for the tumor formation. Now look at the sources of vitamin C as it is shown in the picture. Vitamin C, the main dietary source of vitamin C, they are fresh fruits and green leafy vegetables. Traces of vitamin C, it also occurs in fresh meat and fish, but scarcely in cereals. Roots and tubers contain small amounts. Guavas, they are another cheap but rich source of this vitamin C. Now we will discuss the deficiencies which will occur due to the low level of vitamin C in the body. As you can see, the main two deficiencies are scurvy, and in which there is a swollen and bleeding gums, and also there is on the right side of the picture, it's the subcutaneous hemorrhages which occur in skin or in joints. And beside these, there are another deficiencies which are written in the next slide. Another deficiencies due to the low level of vitamin C are delayed wound healing, anemias, and weaknesses. To overcome these deficiencies, one should take daily requirement for the vitamin C, and that is for an adult is 40 mg per day. Thank you for listening the lecture, and if you have any question, you can post in the comments after the lecture has been posted in your group. Thank you.